Ladies and gents, NTV here with some more Pokemon Emerald. Last episode, we started our adventure off by saving Professor Birch and getting our first Pokemon, which is a cute little Mudkip here. And we also fought May and beat her. So, now we're just back here in Little Root Town to go tell Professor Birch that we beat his daughter and her animal. Oh, hi Ralph. I heard you beat May on your first try. That's excellent. May's been helping with my research for a long time. She has an extensive history even though she has a level 5 starter Pokemon. Okay, well, for doing so, he's going to give us a Pokedex to help him out with his research. Pokedex is a high-tech tool that automatically makes a record of any Pokemon you meet or catch. And whenever we catch a Pokemon, its data is recorded in the Pokedex. So yeah, very interesting tool to have. And May's gonna give us Pokeballs, so we can catch Pokemon with them. It's fun if you can get a lot of Pokemon. I'm gonna look all over the place because I want different Pokemon. That is a good thing to do. Okay, what do you need? Okay, countless Pokemon await you. Do you say anything different? No. Okay, well, let's just leave, and let's get on with our adventure. But our mom has to talk to us first. And now, she's going to give us the running shoes. The running shoes, very good item that was introduced in the 3rd generation, which this game is from. All you need to do is just hold the B button and you can run. So yeah, let's run. Let's go fast. See, look at that. That is an awesome addition that I wish was in the original games when I started playing. But anyways, let's get on with it. And since we have Pokeballs, we can find new Pokemon here. And Route 101 has 3 new Pokemon. First off is Zigzagoon, which we saw when we were fighting Professor Birch. Zigzagoon it's your standard early game normal Pokemon. It could be quite decent at being an HM slave because it can learn moves, or you can learn HM moves that you get later on. And it also has the ability Pickup, which gives you a 10% chance at picking up an item at the end of each battle. Oh, I forgot to heal up. Oh, that's... eh. Well, the next wild Pokemon is right here. It is Poochyena. Poochyena, I don't really recommend using because it's pretty frail, especially later on in the game, and it just gets outclassed by other Dark-type Pokemon. I mean, it's cool that you can get a Dark-type this early, but its stats just aren't really good. And next up is Wurmple. Wurmple is a very interesting Pokemon. It's your standard early game Bug-type, but it can evolve into one of 2 Pokemon. It can evolve into Silcoon or Cascoon, and the way it evolves is pretty much random. It's based on personality values and stuff like that go way over my head, and I would need to look up stuff on Bulbapedia, but the gist of it is personality values determine what Wurmple is going to evolve into. Not gender, not time of day or whatever, it's personality values. But Wurmple, like any other early game bug type, it's decent early on, but it's just not that good. And Route 103, there is a new Pokemon for us to fight here, and it is this Wingull. Wingull, water flying bug type. I mean, if you're using Torchic, it's going to be a pain to fight this because it's going to know Water Gun, which is super effective against fire type Pokemon. But Wingull, I mean, if you want to use one, go for it. Personally, it's not my kind of thing. I think there's better water types because there's a lot of water type Pokemon in general. So yeah, and I'm using one right now, which is Mudkip. But that's it for new Pokemon that we can find here. And ooh, you finished sketching the footprints of a rare Pokemon, but it turns out they were only... wow. Okay then. Well, at least we can proceed on to the next route. But before we do that, I'm just going to buy some Pokeballs just in case. And what I do, or what I recommend, is buying 10 Pokeballs. Nothing less, nothing more, because when you buy 10, or more than 10, you get a free Premier Ball. A Premier Ball is basically a fancy Pokeball, but you're getting it for free. So why not just, like, the way I see it is if you buy 10, you get a free Premier Ball. If you buy 11, you're gonna get a free Premier Ball. So just buy 10, and then 10, and then 10. like buy in multiples of 10 so you can get multiple Premier Balls to get more bang for your buck. But that's the way I see it. So yeah. And Route 102, there are some new Pokemon for us to find here as well. I mean, we are early on in the game and they're going to be throwing a lot of new Pokemon here. So let's start off with whatever this one is, if it's new. Lotad! Perfect. Perfect. Lotad is another new Pokemon that we can find in this route. And it is also my next team member, because I'm going to be catching a full team here. Ooh, did not kill it. Lotad, it's a water grass type, so has that weird awkward typing where it's neutral to fire type moves and such. And it's pretty good. I really like Lotad a lot. I mean, it doesn't learn that many good moves. You're going to need to invest some TMs into it. But I still recommend using Lotad. It is a really cool Pokemon. So, yeah, let's go catch it. And... nice. Caught it. Okay, what am I gonna name Lotad? Actually, I already know. Ooh, Lotad lives in ponds with clean water and a very small Pokemon. That's cute. Okay. Now, I'm gonna be naming it... Padsy. Now, there's a little bit of a reason why I'm naming it Padsy. Now, I started making videos because I was interested in this, or in watching videos of this old YouTuber named Spirit of Steel. And his very first project was, a Pokemon Emerald Lotad solo run, where he named his Lotad Padsy. And Padsy, and he's used Padsy ever since in other playthroughs and whatnot, but since Spirit of Steel is my inspiration for making videos, why not make a little tribute to that in this project by using Lotad? I mean, I'm going to be evolving Lotad, but still. I don't know. I like Spirit of Steel's videos, even though those are no longer a thing. And you know what? I'm gonna switch over to Padsy here. And, anyways, I was talking about new Pokemon that we can find here. Also in this route, we can find Seedot. It's pretty rare, though. Seedot is the counterpart to Lotad. Lotad is only available in Sapphire, and Seedot is only available in Ruby. Seedot, it's a decent ground type. Oh, Astonish won't work, as it's a Ghost type move. Oh, Padsy, you're dead. Or knocked out. I'm so sorry, Padsy. I should have healed. But Seedot, it's a pretty decent grass type, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I would recommend it, but there are limited grass types in this game. In my opinion, I think Trico is probably the best grass type you can use in this game, but Seedot can work really well when there's sun out in the battle. And its move pool isn't that bad, and it becomes a water dark type when it's grass dark type when it's fully evolved. So there's that it has going for it. But yeah, if you want to use a Seedot, go for it. Next up is another rare Pokemon, which is Surskit. Surskit is a bug water type. I don't really like Surskit. I mean, it's not that good. It's just a rare Pokemon to have like as a trophy. But if you want to use one, go for it. It's just, later on in the game, you're going to be fairly underwhelmed with how Surskit is. And the next Pokemon is my next team member. Yep, 2 team members in the same route. What are the odds of that? I'm just going to wait till I find it first. Okay, tackle. Okay. Let's just tackle you then. Yeah, I'll talk about the next team member once I find one. But first, I'm gonna tackle this. And what I did there is I switched Lotad out with Mudkip because Lotad showed up in battle, so he's gonna, or Padsy is gonna get a cut of the experience. Which is a nice tactic for training up weaker Pokemon. But let's find a new team member here. Oh, here's a wild Wurmple since it's our first time seeing one. But that's not really that important. I mean, at least it's showing off a Wurmple. But I'm still trying to find my next team member. So please go. Oh, this one's level 4. Well, String Shot lowers speed. Okay, well, go away, Wurmple. I'm trying to find my next team member here. Water ball, go away! Stop! Shoot it in your strings! Please. Because strings are bad. Okay. For realsies this time. Oh, hello, level 5. For realsies this time. Gonna find my next team member. And we have our next team member here. It is Ralts. Okay. Oh, level 4 Ralts. Cool. Oh, this doesn't have the ability I want it to have. But Ralts is a pretty cool Pokemon. It's a nice Psychic type, and generally it's a very solid Pokemon to use. I mean, Ralts by itself, not that good, but once you get it fully evolved, it's a really nice team member to use. It's just, this is not one that I want. But let's try finding another one. Oh, okay, here's another Ralts. This one's level 4 as well. Okay, do you have what I want? Yes, you do. You have the trace ability. You know, since we're talking about abilities, might as well talk about them. Or, yeah, might as well go a little bit more in depth with them. Abilities are a passive thing that, or, yeah, how do I say this? Yeah, abilities are effects that Pokemon can have. Some of them are passive, some of them only work in the field. Like, for example, Mudkip here, it has a Torrent ability, which increases the damage of its water moves if its HP is below 25%. And Rain Dish here for Padsy here. It's going to recover a little bit of its HP every turn during the rain. Yeah, Pokemon now have abilities. It was introduced in this generation, and it is a pretty nice touch. Some Pokemon have really nice abilities that, like, really help it, while others have abilities that would work, like, really well in, like, the overworld. But Ralts here, with its trace ability, what it does is it copies the ability of the Pokemon it's fighting, which can be helpful in a lot of ways. It's better than its other abilities, Synchronize, in my opinion. What Synchronize does is, if Ralts gets afflicted with a status condition, so does the opponent, but eh. And Ralts has the power to sense the emotions of people and Pokemon with the horns on its head. Cool. Well, what do I name you? Huh, I didn't really think about that. You know what? I am going to name it after one of the Magypsies in Mother 3. I'm gonna name it Ionia, because the Magypsies have psychic powers like the Ralts family does. And Ralts, I don't know. I mean, when it's fully evolved, it looks a bit feminine, even though my Ralts is gonna be a guy. Oh, hello, another Ralts. Wow. What is this nonsense? Like, that is something you don't see every day, like 2 Ralts in a row. Anyways, I didn't even take a look at this one. Lonely? You know what? I'm gonna catch this one just in case, so I can take a look at it. But chances are I'm not gonna be keeping this one. But yeah. And what was I saying? Oh, I was comparing, like, Ralts' final evolution to the Magypsies. Yeah, the Magypsies, they're neither male nor female, but they both look masculine and feminine, so, I don't know. Kind of goes with what I'm going. Mainly it's because they have psychic powers, and I really like the Magypsies in Mother 3. They're some of my favorite characters in the entire Mother series. But yeah. Okay, you can growl at me all you want. It's not gonna help you at all, because I'm just going to catch you. Hopefully. And boom. Nice. Still, 2 Ralts in a row. And that's not even with, like, the editing magic that I'm using to, like, cut away to me finding the first Ralts that I caught. Okay, gonna name you Ionia too. Just in case, whichever one I like more, I'm gonna keep. I mean, this one has more defense and more special defense. But, I'll keep the first one. Okay. Just gonna make a quick trip to the Pokemon Center so I can heal. Oh yeah, also I can show off releasing a Pokemon, I guess, since I have one that I'm not gonna be using, and I don't really want it. But yep, let's just go here to the PC, and let's release you. Sorry, Ionia number 2. Oh yeah, the PC system was overhauled, and it's completely different than the way it was in the first 2 generations, and this PC system in this game has been the base for how the PC is in future generations, which is pretty cool. But I'll get over that later when we have more Pokemon to catch and use in the PC. Okay, well, anyways, might as well finish off Route 102 here, and let's give Ionia a chance to fight even though all it has is Growl. It's gonna need the experience though. If you have Pokemon with you, then you're an official Pokemon trainer. You can't say no to my challenge. Okay, well this is our first actual trainer battle that's not against May, because May is a special case. We're gonna be fighting her multiple times. Okay, you sent out your Poochyena, and I sent out my Ralts. Okay, you know what, Padsy, you need to catch up to Axel so you can fight this thing. Oh yeah, also off-screen, Padsy did gain some levels. I think just 1. And it also learned Absorb. Absorb is a grass-type move. What it does is you do a little bit of damage and you recover half of the damage that you dealt. Pretty nice. Nice way to gain some health and increase your survivability. And there's better versions of Absorb later on in the game, so I'm down for that. Especially since it's free healing. Okay, you're almost dead, Poochyena, or knocked out is the official term or whatever. But yeah, let's just do that, and that should be my first victory. Perfect. And because Ionia took part in the fight, even though it didn't really fight, it gains a little bit of experience. It gains half of that. Okay, you lost. Yes, you lost. Anything you have to say? Should've... Nah, whatever. Yeah, our eyes met, because I decided to talk to you. And you have bug Pokemon. Let me guess, just like 1 Wurmple or 2. Okay, 2 it is. 2 it is. Does this thing have Poison Sting yet? Because if it does, then I don't want to send out Padsy, because Padsy is weak against poison-type attacks. Okay, I'm willing to bet it doesn't then. Cool. String Shot, of course. Of course. Okay, let's just tackle you then. And boom, more free experience. Not really free, but whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be tough training up Ionia for a little bit because Ionia is not gonna learn a damaging attack for a while. I think the next move it's gonna be learning is Confusion. So, ooh, Shield Dust is its ability, nice. But yeah, Ionia is gonna be a bit tough to train, especially since its stats aren't that good right now. But whatever, for now I'll deal with it. I might do some off-screen training between episodes. Actually no, I doubt it. I'm just lazy. Okay, Wurmple is down. No level ups though. Okay. If you lock eyes with a trainer, you have to challenge. It's a rule. Okay then. Where is this rule written? Is there like an official rule book for trainers? Oh, hello. Did you just become a trainer? We're both beginners. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've already beaten 3 other trainers if we count May. Ooh, Zigzagoon. Nice. Well, you have a raccoon and I have whatever Ionia is supposed to be. I also have a lily pad, if you like that. Okay, growl at me. It's not really going to affect me because I'm using Absorb and that's not a physical attack. Because in this generation, the moves that you use are dependent on, or the moves that you use, like, say you use a grass move that's a special attack, say you use a normal move that's a physical attack, yeah. The type of move you use is going to determine if it's going to be physical or special, is the gist of what I'm saying. But in starting with the generation after this, it's no longer the case. Like, moves are split, depending on if they are physical or not, like Fire Punch. That used to be a special move, now it's a physical move. But that's in the next generation, which I'm not in right now. I'm in the 3rd generation. Okay, Ionia, continue doing your thing, which is doing nothing. And no, that's the bag. I'm not here to try to catch that Taillow, because I can't. You cannot catch other trainers' Pokemon, because that's stealing. Unless you have a snag machine, but that's only in Colosseum and XD. And even then, you can only steal certain Pokemon. Well, I don't know why I'm talking about Colosseum and XD, because I'm here to talk about Pokemon Emerald. Called you because I thought I could beat you. Well, you did not beat me. Okay, I haven't won once yet. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, what we have here, these are berries. We can pluck them, and we get 2 Oran Berries here. What Oran Berries do is they restore 10 HP. And 2 Petra Berries. This is different than the 2nd generation, where there were set trees in the overworld that gave you berries once a day, like Berry, and Paralyzed Cure Berry, or Purr's Cure Berry, or Poison Cure Berry. Now the berries have like actual names, and there's a lot more berries than there were in the 2nd generation. And all of the berries their names are based off different fruits, like orange, peach. Later on there's going to be like a citrus berry, which is like citrus, raspberry, plumberry, which is like plum, which is pretty cool. Oh, this is the last train of the route. But before I fight you, I'm just going to grab this item here, which is a potion. I'm down with getting extra potions. And let's fight you. I'm going to keep winning and aim to be the best trainer, and not if I have anything to say about it. But yeah, berries. There's a lot more berries in this game, and for good reason, because I'll talk about that later on. But for now, Ionia, do nothing again. And you know what? These first 2 episodes, I don't know how long they're going to be, because there's going to be quite a bit of like cutting like unnecessary parts, but episodes shouldn't be that long, because my aim is to at least get 15-minute episodes in, maybe like somewhere around that mark. But if they go over 15 minutes or a little under, I'm not gonna worry too much about it, because whatever. But yeah, I don't know how long this episode is gonna be, because it took a while to find that Ralts, let me tell you. Ooh, Shroomish. Ooh. Yeah, let's just go with Ionia here, because Ionia still needs the experience. And I like how these Pokemon have little animations that weren't there in Ruby and Sapphire, because, I don't know, gives them a little bit more life to them. Level 4 Shroomish. Shroomish, we'll be seeing more of them later. But for now, I'm just going to Astonish you. Astonish, it's a weak move, but it has a chance of making the opponent flinch, which makes them waste their turn. But it only works if you're faster, and I'm not getting the flinch. I think Astonish has like a 10% chance at flinching, though. Probably. Hey, there's the flinch. Yeah, prove that you're the superior grass type. Yeah, good job, Patsy. Boom, Shroomish is down, and that is it. Yeah, you ended up furthering my career. If you can call it a career. Beating up other people's Pokemon. I don't know, I'm down with that. Well, anyways, here we are in Petalburg City, but we're going to explore this city later on in the next episode, so I will see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Emerald. Later! Also, this music is pretty awesome. Just saying.